Okay. Do you want people to adore you? How many of you would really like people adoring you? Very good. So that means that you are at the right place today. And what we would be doing in this session, as already mentioned, I would be helping you with this framework, which I have been using with a lot of entrepreneurs for growing their business. Also, we will be effectively leveraging our time, money, emotion. We will understand how it can be done and also transforming our productivity into profitability. Now, when we look at this session, we all may have gone through a lot of seminars, workshops, and all those things. So many times this thought may come to me, okay, whatever is being discussed here. Sorry. Yeah, there is some. I would request if we can mute people there. Okay. So many times it so happens that we were think this doesn't apply to me. So my humble request is to just look at it from how I can apply this in my life, in my business. And in the end, if you have any questions, we will definitely address it. Okay. So this is what I would like you to contribute in this session. Now, normally when I do this session, this is especially for SMEs, business owners, freelancers, professionals, self-employed, and solopreneurs, because these are the people whom I have worked with. And always I have understood there are certain challenges. And because I come from a behavioral background, I always realize that your behavior impacts your business. How many of you really connect me on this? Many times our behavior is impacting our business. How many of you relate to this? Excellent. Very good. Thanks. Thanks for your interactions. I'm very happy today because people are responding. Great. So I will show you two pictures here. Okay. One is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and there are people of business leaders of today. Now I want you to tell me what is the one common factor in both the pictures. Both are great personalities. Okay. We adore them. We respect them. Okay. And what is the most common thing that they are known for? Leaders, excellent, very good. Mohan Raj said they are leaders. What else? Excellent, excellent. Leaders, courage, excellent. Committed, they are capable. They have all took lead. They were capable, excellent, excellent. So we all are on the right page now. Okay, and thanks for giving your inputs on this. So basically, they were very good people managers. How many of you agree? They were able to manage people very well. Excellent. Okay. So today, in my close framework, big close framework, which I share, I will be taking one of the aspects and I will share with you as much detail as I can in a given frame of time. So before I just start, I will just brief my story to you, just a few lines. I started from a restaurant business where I was there working for 17 years from kitchen to counter. That means I have cleaned the floors also, and I have sat on the counter and I'm collecting money. But hotel business is completely different. You have to be into the business all the time. And especially my dad taught me one thing: if you can control the kitchen, you can control the business. So when I came into training, by default, there were some challenges in my personal life. Because of that, I started doing printing work. Okay, I used to do canvassing, get orders, and then get executed. Then I was dealing in arts, and by default, by my journey into training happened because I was assisting other trainers with keeping water bottles, arranging chairs. Slowly, slowly, I got an opportunity to introduce other trainers, and that's how the journey started. And with the support of my friends, all the teachers that I have learned from, I got an opportunity to do programs across India, abroad for different organizations, learn from the best of the masters like Marshall Goldsmith and all. And I have conducted programs at different level. And also I have come up with a book called Predictable Profitability, which would be released in India at the end of this month. Already it is there in 11 countries on Kindle and all. So this is a journey. Now, in this whole journey, one thing I learned is about the behaviors. And that is what has helped me to reach where I am. So why I'm sharing this with all of you is, when I was struggling, I had nobody to guide me. I made my sets of mistakes, lost money, okay, felt cheated, emotionally had lot of challenges. And then as I started working on myself, learning from people, slowly, I started moving ahead. And this made me realize that there are a lot of people like me who would need such kind of guidance. And that is why I decided that I will help 1 million entrepreneurs to transform their passion and productivity into profitability. So, this is my purpose, and this is the reason why I am in front of you today. And Top League has given me this opportunity to conduct this session and share my experience and knowledge with all the intelligent audience over here. So, to begin with, a bleak close framework. Now, this is what I actually do in my coaching and mentoring program. So, I will just give you some of the pointers that I cover in this. The first thing I cover with the entrepreneurs is clarity of vision. Many times, entrepreneurs they start a business just because they feel that they have a skill, I can do a business about it. And my observation is, just because you have got a driving license, that doesn't mean you are a good driver. Because getting a license and actually driving are two different aspects. How many of you can relate to this? How many of you can connect to what I'm saying? So many times as an entrepreneur, if I'm not having the clarity of my vision, then that becomes a challenge. That is where we need to have in our business. First of all, I should know where I want to reach and also where I am today. And this framework helps us in understanding the gap and working towards our goal. The second important aspect in this is leading people through change. And I will tell you why leading people is so important. And that is the part of my topic today. Another important aspect is objective to outcome. What is my objective and what the outcome am I expecting, so I can map my business in a very systematic manner. One of the challenge with most of the entrepreneurs is sales. And I believe selling is transfer of feelings, and you have to do it passionately, because you can explain your product, your service in such a manner, because that's what is doesn't come easily. And that is my experience. This was one area which I struggled a lot, and I have started working on it, and now I am becoming better and better. Still I need to learn a lot. Okay. And then finally, if I do all this, then I can expand my business. Okay. So there are people, what happens, why we are doing this? Because if I understand these things in a right way, then I can improve my productivity, I can provide good quality service, I can close more sales, and I can enjoy super profit. Even in this crisis, if I do things right, I can definitely achieve what I want to achieve. Now, I want you to think of your business priority. Okay. So, your current time, commitment, and priority, how are you spending it? And I have listed some activities on the right side: doing work, controlling and directing, managing and supervising, selling and customer relationship, leading and inspiring people, seeking business opportunities. Now, I want you to take 2 minutes of yours, think about it. Which are the activities that you are spending most of your time? So just take 2 minutes and just look at the activities on the right side and analyze your own time management, your commitment and priority. Where do you spend most of your time? So we will divide it into first three and second three. Okay. So are you spending more time on the top three, or you're spending your time on the last three? Where do you spend your time?
Top three.
Okay. Top three. Okay. On fifth and sixth, Chandrasekhar says fifth and sixth. Excellent. Very good. Leading, inspiring people, customer relationship. Excellent, Ramanathan. Thanks a lot. Yeah, leading and inspiring people. Last three. Very good, very good, very good. Bottom three. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now you will understand people who are spending on the bottom three, okay, they would always be focusing on the business growth. And people who are spending on the top three, they are stuck in the business. So they are running a business, they are not growing the business. How many of you can relate to this? How many of you feel what I said makes sense? Yeah, those who are on last three, I really appreciate them. But they somewhere they also started from first three, but they understood the business game and then they moved on to the next three. And what happens when we don't do that? Why it happens? Most of the entrepreneurs, this is the reason. What happens with the entrepreneurs? They want to do everything. They feel that they are best at everything. And then if I want results, I need to be consistent. But what happens? Because I'm involved in everyday firefighting, everyday operations, my consistency gets affected. My personal involvement in my business is very high. And that's the reason my consistency is dropping. It is not effective. And that is affecting my results. Now, if I really want to move from running to growing, the first thing I need to do is I need to reduce my involvement, personal involvement in my business. Now, how to do that? So one is process and systems, another is people. And today we would be discussing about people. So when I reduce my involvement, personal involvement in the business by setting up process and systems and developing people, I am able to perform consistently. My team performs consistently, and that ultimately helps me to achieve great results. Simple logic. Okay, there is no rocket science. But what happens is because of all the priorities, because we are not able to understand the priorities, because of lack of clarity of vision, this is where we suffer, and that is affecting my business. And though we feel that we are growing our business, actually we are running our business, and many times we become slave in our own business. And that is the reality with most of the entrepreneurs that I have been working with. Sorry to say this, but this is the reality which I have seen, and I really want to help them to come out of this and grow their business. Now when we look at people, one of the things people ask is that how to manage people. So to manage them, I will share with you a very simple concept, very powerful. Okay, let's understand what they want. So once you know what they want, and when you understand that, you are able to use it in a very appropriate manner as an influence, not as a manipulation. And we will see the difference. Now, this concept is called as jam. Now, how many of you remember during school days in breakfast, we used to have that bread and jam and share with our friends and enjoy? How many of you could imagine and visualize that days when we were in school spending time with our friends eating bread and jam? Even today, some people, okay, there are some restaurants in Mumbai, especially where we go and eat, especially jam and bread. Excellent. Yeah, Pradeep. Yeah, Amit. Excellent. Excellent. So, how does this jam apply in our business? So, let's understand the abbreviation of jam. How many of you are interested in knowing the full form of jam in our business? So, type interested in the chat box. Excellent. Very good. Great, great, great. So you all are involved to know what the jam is. So the J stands for job satisfaction. J stands for job satisfaction. Only when the person is satisfied with what he is doing, he will be able to give more. I believe that there was a session a few weeks back where we understood about the concept called ARA, authority, responsibility, and accountability. And from there, I was able to connect this very well. And that session was also very powerful session, which we all attended. So one is job satisfaction. Second is timely appreciation. When a person does a good job and when you appreciate him, okay, timely appreciation, it makes a hell lot of difference to that person. And the third factor is money. Now, if I understand this logic, and that is the reason why we need to understand how we can influence people. So, to influence people, we need to really work on the numbers, what will satisfy him. And I will come to one of the concept called productivity metrics, which will help us to understand this in a better way. Okay. So, JAM, all of you have understood JAM. J stands for job satisfaction, A stands for appreciation, M stands for money. How to do it is again a very different thing, which we need to do it where we get more time. And especially when we are doing a program, full day programs, we do this in a very systematic manner with some of questionnaires and tools and all those things. But this is the first part. What people want job satisfaction, people want appreciation, and people want money. Some of my clients who have implemented it, okay, even in this COVID period, he has had 35 young people based on this principle, and he is implementing. These are more of entrepreneurs whom I'm dealing with, but it can be applied in any kind of business. Okay. Second, very important thing which I really want to share with you, and you will enjoy this the most. Okay. Identifying the types of people. Now, there are a lot of personality or tests and tools and all those things, but let's talk practical, because I have worked with people and I have observed certain things from them. Based on that, I have created something which I will share with you, and I would like you to really look at this and understand how it. And believe me, you will start seeing faces now when I share this with you. This concept. Okay, so there are four types of momentum makers, takers, breakers, and I will share what it is. There are four types of people in the organization. The first type of people in the organization, we call them as momentum makers. Okay, momentum makers are those people, they come up with new ideas, they are always ready to do something new, they are innovating, they are doing something better, they want to do better and better. Every time they are coming up with a lot of ideas, and they want to create that kind of atmosphere. They want everybody to move ahead. So there is what we call them as momentum makers. Now, in most of the cases, the momentum maker is always the owner of the organization or the business, because he comes up, he attends all such kind of programs, and he wants to go and implement it in his business. So he is always there thinking of new things. But then when he's not getting the support, or when he blocked in those firefighting situations every day, his momentum also goes down. Okay, so if you, in your organization, if you have certain people who are your momentum makers, your organization will keep on growing. And that is the first part. Identifying the momentum makers who are driving your organization, who are coming up with new ideas to make your organization go to a different height. So that is the first part. Now, there also would be some people whom we call as momentum takers. Now, they may not be good with ideas, but they are very sincere. They are ready to take responsibilities. They are there to give their 100%, and they are committed. So when you tell them to do something, they will go out of the way to complete that project. And these people are called as momentum takers. So if you have some people in your organization who are at least momentum takers, still your organization is moving ahead and doing something great, which your organization can go to the next level. So we talked about two things: momentum maker and momentum taker. Let's look at another category. These people are called momentum breaker. They will sit in the meeting, they will listen to everything, they will know what plan, action, whatever has to be decided. But at the time of execution, they will always come up with excuses and all the reasons why it can't be done. How many of you have experienced such kind of situations in your life? Yeah, we would like to mute everyone, because it's disturbing others. So I would request everyone to be on mute, and we can use a chat box. How many of you have identified these characters, makers, takers, and breakers in the organizations? Most of us would have seen this kind of situations around us. Okay, we would have experienced it, I'm sure. So yes, very good. So we had three: maker, taker, and breaker. Now let's come to the most dangerous, and they are called as momentum fakers. These fakers, especially in the small organizations, these fakers are people who are very close to you. They create an aura around them in such a way that in Hindi we say, "Iske bagar mera patta bhi nahi hilta," because he is the whole and soul. Whatever he says is done. So he creates an aura in such a way that he feels that he is the only person who is driving this organization. And one of the challenge with this person is he will never allow anybody to rise to a certain level. He will always try to put him down. He will always interfere with the decision making process, and he will not allow them to communicate with you as an owner. So he will always create a barrier in the communication. These are the people who are actually harming the organizations. And these people could be your old employees. When you took them, when you started your business, you had nobody and he supported you. So that emotional connect is so high that you don't feel like letting him go. But friends, this person is actually creating a challenge for you in the organization, and it is not allowing your business to grow. How many of you could understand what I'm saying? And most of the time, best of the people leave the organization because of these fakers, because they manipulate most of the time. Yeah, the breakers are people who are low on motivation. They are not action takers, so they want always to remain in the comfort zone. And that's the reason why they are not taking any action. They are not responsible. They will not complete the task on time, and they will give all kinds of excuses to tell you why this cannot be done. So this is what happens. Four types of people: maker, taker, breaker, and faker. Now, the moment you start implementing systems, processes, and when you start putting in all the compliances, the first thing that happens is faker will automatically move out, because now he understands कि अभी यहाँ मेरी दाल गलने वाली नहीं है. Now nobody will give me that importance, and slowly he starts moving out. And then the breaker would become little more involved in the process, and slowly he has the potential, and he also can become a taker. So that's the whole journey, and this is a process that we need to take people through. So it would not happen immediately in 1 or 2 days, but if I set a process, then everybody can at least reach to the level of taker. And once they take control and responsibility of the task, of the work that is there, automatically our organization from running, it starts growing. How many of you can connect to this? Is it making sense what I'm saying? Is it making sense? Because this is what practically we have done in organizations, and we have seen, especially with the entrepreneurs, this is what has happened. And then they, once they get time to focus on the revenue generating activities, today they are stuck with non revenue generating activities. And then they say that my business is not growing, I'm not getting the expected results, because he's not focusing on the activities which is revenue generating. And these people will help him to focus on revenue generating activities. And this is where probably people who said that we are on 5 and 6, okay, bottom three, probably they are doing this with their people, and that's why they have reached and their organization is growing every year. Moving forward, another important concept which I want to share with you is productivity metrics. Now, again, it's not a rocket science, but many times people in the organization get stuck here. So I would like to help you out with this concept, where any person when it joins an organization, okay, let's look at these two parameters here. When he joins an organization, there are two things that he need to focus. One is he already has a potential. He knows that he can do something. Maybe he needs to be trained, he needs to be developed, and then he will be able to do it. And when he starts doing it, he starts producing result. Now this is what we are looking at. For productivity, I need a potential and results. Based on that, I will know how the productivity is growing, where I need to intervene. Now when a person joins, he is termed as PL. This is my terminology. PL means he is a passionate learner. He wants to learn, and whatever he learns he start implementing. And from day one, slowly after a month he's producing some result, then he's producing some result, then he's producing. So after few months he is able to complete the task given to him, and we are satisfied with his work. Now he is doing something, and learning and doing, learning and doing. Okay, so he's growing in the organization and he's also producing result, which is helping my organization further. After few days, few months, suddenly you see that his results, performance is dropping. Now there could be various reasons. And when his performance starts dropping, now from PL, passionate learner, he becomes DL. DL means disillusioned learner. He's confused. He's not growing. He's in a comfort zone. Various reason. We don't know what is the reason. So we need to identify the reason. What is stopping him from taking responsibilities? So many times they become breakers in the organization and they will break the momentum which was at a particular speed. And when you start putting some system, process, compliances, either he will shape up or he will ship out. So he will either leave the organization or he will start performing to a certain extent, but he's already in the comfort zone. So what he does is he performs to the extent where he becomes a royal challenge for the entrepreneur and the business. Royal challenge, he's a reluctant contributor. He will contribute only 50% and he will only see that he survives in this business, in this job. So he will perform only to the extent where his survival is taken care of. So now you can't even remove him and you can't even give him new responsibilities. And this is what is stopping most of the organization from growing. They will always resist all the processes, systems. They will try to slow it down and they will not accept it easily. And this is what is stopping most of the organization from growing. Many times the entrepreneur himself is here. Entrepreneur himself is a reluctant contributor, and that actually is stopping the organization from growing. And when some such kind of crisis come, then we all again pull our socks and then we want to do something, and then slowly we start performing and then we start taking our business to the next level. Now this is a normal thing. Traditionally things are happening in a lot of organizations. If I really want to grow my business, there is another way of doing it. So a three-step process will help us to reach towards our goal and produce that result. The first thing that we need to do is we need to work on the mindset, the owner's mindset. If I am the owner, I need to first work on my mindset, and also I need to change the mindset of my team with training, with coaching, whatever. I need to do that so that I make them, I align them to the organizational goal. That's why clarity of vision is very important. Second is skill set. Whatever skills I had 6 months ago, today that skill needs to be upgraded. I was not comfortable using technology. Speaking in front of 1,000 people was my comfort. But when I had to speak in front of a camera where there is no audience, I had to learn this. That was a new skill set. So everyone has to polish. That's why Stephen Covey says, sharpening the saw. So are we sharpening our saw in our business? Are we developing new skills and selling, marketing, social media? All this are one of the skills that will help me to grow my business. And for that, we need to use new tool sets. Tool sets means all the technologies, whatever new things are coming. Okay, Zoom was one of the new thing for us. When initially when I used to tell people, okay, let's have a one-to-one on Zoom, people were very reluctant. When Zoom pe in Mumbai especially, they used to say Zoom पे मजा नहीं आता, वो जैसा face to face होता है वैसा नहीं होता, वो जमता नहीं है अपने को. Today everybody is on Zoom thanks to social distancing. But today our people are connected more. In this lockdown period, you are able to connect. Your network has grown much faster and better than when you are doing in the networking meetings and all. So when we do all these three things, mindset, skill set, and tool set, that will help you to achieve profitability. How many of you are able to see this picture? My question to all of you is, where you think you need to work? Now this is like a mirror. Now if you look at this from your business point of view, do you need to work on your mindset? Do you need to work on the skill set, or you need to work on the tool set, technologies and all those things? You decide, because you are the best judge. You are the creator of your own destiny, so you know where you need to focus. Yeah, for some of them we need to work on all. I agree to it, because when I started I had to work on, also there is no shame in that, because we are learning and we are learning from each other. So definitely this top league community will help all of us to grow if we implement like value proposition sessions. I learned a lot in that, the pain and gain, how we can work on it. So value proposition, I had only heard about it, but today I learned so many things. So even my mindset, there were some things which was stopping me, blocking me, helped me to move here. And that's what is a very, this is not a rocket science, this is a common sense mindset, skill set, tool set. Or we have a traditional way of going through all the sweet journey, suffering, pain, everything, and creating a story out of it to tell the world, see how much I have suffered, and today this is what I have achieved. When you have an easy way to do it, why you want to go through all the sufferings? And that is what happens with most of the entrepreneurs. They are happy to share their emotional story with people, and that doesn't work. Tool set is technology. Okay, so whatever new technologies are coming, okay, how I can use it. So there are so many things for social media. If I see, I need to know automation is one of the aspects. There are a lot of apps available which can help. Not designing, previously we used to go to a designer to get a design. Today Canva is helping. Whatever you want to do, if you know to make your ppts, if you know Canva is a ready template, you can use that. You can create your own website in WordPress. So if I learn that, I don't need to be dependent on anybody. So that is what I mean. What is, which technology will help in your business? You need to identify. For sales, you have certain systems, processes which can be online. So if I'm aware of that, I can automate a lot of things for my business, which will save my time. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay. So I hope you have got a lot of things in this overview. This is just an overview which I wanted to take you through, but definitely you may have got a lot of clarity from this. Now, as a leader, what I want you to do now is, I will be sharing with you one activity, and my friend here, Ravi Chandran, is also there. So he is aware of this activity. So I want all, I will be sharing something on the screen, and there will be a lot of numbers in front of you. Okay. What I want you to do is, I'll be giving you only 1 minute. And in that 1 minute, I want you to count maximum numbers that you can. Okay. And there is no competition and there is no shortcut. We are not looking at who is the best and all. Let's understand the process. And to learn the process, I want you to go through this exercise as sincerely as possible. Okay. So you will see numbers in front of you. And when I say start, you will start counting. And when I say stop, you will stop. Okay. Are we clear? If you are all are clear, type clear in the chat box. Okay, just give me a sec. I'll have a sip of water. Okay, great. So here we go. When I say start, you will start. 1, 2, 3, start. 1 minute. And you have to count it in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't go from 1 to 3, then 5, then 7. It has to be in a sequence. 30 seconds are over. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Tell me 99, Rajan, very good. 132, okay. There were only 100 numbers, you again repeated. Okay, excellent, very good. 100, okay, very good, very good. 13, Ajit, 13, yeah. No issues, excellent. 79, okay, great. 100, okay, fine. Okay, so those who are 100 and above, have you done this exercise before? Or this is the first time that you are doing? So people who have done this before, they first time, excellent. If you are doing first time, it's really remarkable, excellent, very good. Earlier also you have done, great, fine. Excellent, excellent. Oh, no issues. So whether you are 10, 17, 20, 100, whatever it is, let's understand this exercise again. Once again, I will again provide you this same activity. I'll again give you 1 minute and let's see if there is some change in my score. Okay, especially people who have less numbers. Let's see if there is any difference in that. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so these are the numbers. Now I will do some magic and maybe that can help you in getting more scores in your counting. Okay, let's start. I'll do something here, a magic, and 1, 2, 3, start counting now. You have 1 minute. Same activity the way we did previously. Let's see if you can find out something more here. Please mute. There is some background noise coming here. Thirty seconds are over. Keep on counting. Keep on counting. Let's see how much you can count. Yeah, please keep your mics muted because it's disturbing others. We need your support. Great. Okay, excellent. Very good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. Let's stop and let me know what is your previous score and what is your score now. Is there
Earlier
any
it was
difference?
10, now it is 100.
Okay, excellent. Who is this? 10 and 100?
Narendra.
Narendran. Okay, 10 and 100. Okay, great. 100. Okay, 5 and 60, 70. Excellent. Excellent. 13 to 78, 84 to 196, 7 to 100. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Okay. So now the game is over. Let's look at the learning. Now tell me, all of you who were lower on the score in the first round, suddenly you see your score has gone 5 times, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, you have scored better now. Now tell me, what is the difference? How did it happen?
When it is bifurcated,
Okay.
we saw the system, when there is a principle which is adopted in placing the numbers.
Yeah, what is that system?
It is from left to right, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like
Correct. Suresh says divided into pattern. Yeah, left to right. So if on the first box, if there is 1, alternate next to it will be 2. Next to it will be 3. Now see, once I understand the logic, magic happens. To understand the system, when I introduce a system, it may take some time. But once people understand the system, their productivity will be 2 times, 3 times better. Now, this system, what the blocks are systems and processes that we put in our organizations. Now, it could be my sales system, it could be my marketing system, it could be my people management, whatever I'm putting, one by one leads to another, and that is how our productivity increases. How many of you could connect this? How many of you can understand what I'm saying? Yeah, leads to understanding of pattern. So once I understand the pattern, things start moving fast. So this is what we need to make people understand. This is where your jam will help. This is where they will be satisfied with their job. And when someone does good work, we appreciate them. And that's how you will be able to move the momentum breaker to momentum taker, at least one level above, and your organization starts growing. Yes, organizational development work, we do this, we use it. So I'm sure that this small activity of 2 minutes has made a lot of difference to your thought process. This is one way where we can make people change their mindset. A small activity, but it makes a lot of impact. And my friend Ravi Chandran, we have done this activity long time back, and we know what difference does it make. So with this, again, I would like to ask you, as a leader, your vision has to be inspiring. Then what happens? The results would always be dynamic. And when people see dynamic results, okay, they will be more committed. And this leads to your loyal customers. The customer service becomes so great that customers become loyal to you. And this helps you to innovate and always be ready for the change. So you always leverage change. So you take it anyway, you take leverage change, develop loyalty, commitment, dynamic results, and your vision, clarity of vision that we said in the big close framework initially. This is how you can focus on the organization growth. So mindset, skill set, and tool set will help you to grow your organization to the next level, take your organization to the next level. And if you understand the processes systems, and if you make your people understand the processes systems, your personal involvement in the firefighting and all those things, your time, your effort could be used in the revenue generating activity at a consistent level, and that will ultimately give you the results that you are capable of and you desire. So friends, what was your biggest takeaway from today's masterclass? Please mention it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and share with me.
Mr. Sachin, my takeaway is understand the patterns and you can look at current performance and take it to the next level of performance.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, stay focused. Balchandra says stay focused.
It is what I could take was that jam.
Yeah, correct. That's very simple concept. Yeah,
why? Because I have worked 43 years in a lower cadre to upper cadre.
Yeah.
And I have seen, I have suffered.
Correct.
There's job satisfaction and appreciation and money.
Correct.
You rightly said a worker works to the level that he is not removed from the job.
Yes.
The employer also, he pays him only so much that he will not leave the job.
Correct.
See, employer doesn't think that employee is an asset, not a liability.
Yeah, correct.
Once he thinks that it is an asset and he improves the worker, correct, definitely organization will change.
Excellent.
That part I could take, and it was really good.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Anand Krishnan, for sharing that. Okay, leadership system process.
Yeah, my takeaway is
Sachin, system will work in absence. Thank you, Sachin.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, Mr. Kamath, I really appreciate your session, and good takeaways: momentum maker, momentum taker, and momentum breaker, and momentum faker. These are the very good thing to identify into organization for the growth.
Yeah, My
Sachin.
only humble request is when you go back in your organization, don't start judging people that he's momentum maker or he's momentum taker.
No, but it is very good to identify
Yes.
the people for the long term.
Identifying, yeah, identifying is good, and we need to work around it so that we can help people to grow.
Yeah,
Excellent, very good.
Sachin
very
Ravi
good.
here. Sachin
Yeah,
Ravi here.
yeah.
Uh, because not having jam, it has jammed the growth.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice way. Because I what I do is I use Marathi sometimes. So I say if you are not putting that in right way, jam, then it become mass. Mass is more of people get into that comfort zone and उनको चर्बी चढ़ जाती है. हिंदी में हम लोग उसको बोलते हैं. तो मराठी में हम लोग इसको माज आया है. Okay.
And you and I know personally how many organizations got jammed because of not this jam.
Absolutely. Correct.
Yeah,
Excellent.
because we have a long-standing travel together.
Yeah,
Most of the employers, they are jammed.
correct.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, Sachin. It's
you.
good.
As you rightly mentioned, Sachin, another question here, that maker, breaker, and all the analysis, we have to do it on ourselves. Then only the leader has a mindset. Then
I
only
really
he can-
appreciate that because many times this apply to us first, then our people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Excellent.
Excellent message, Sachin.
Very good.
Self is first. That is the best message.
Yeah. Self-introspection. And in fact, this COVID has given us a lot of opportunity to introspect on all these aspects. Okay. And sometimes in that process, we also get into that taker and maker or sometimes breaker also. So once we know that awareness itself will help us to come out of these situations and create something different. Excellent. Very good. Thank you.
My,
Yes,
my
those who don't have job satisfaction cannot work effectively. Yeah. So we need to, as a leader, we need to help them. Okay. Motivate them. Okay. Great.
the biggest takeaway,
Yeah.
put the process and systems, and fakers will be left themselves.
Yeah. So if I introduce proper and make them aware how it helps, then people will start accepting it because now they see the results, dynamic results, and they will align to it. So their goal and your organizational goal, when it matches, then things become very different.
But here my question is,
Yeah.
to implement the process and systems also, the people are required.
Yeah. People
So-
will always be needed, whatever AI, whatever comes. But then if we know this, then things would be much more easy. Okay. And lean management will definitely help in this manner. But then people who are there, that ARA session which happened, authority, responsibility, and accountability, that will happen in a very systematic manner. And that's how people will perform. And that's where I said your passion and productivity will transform into profitability. So every individual has different drivers. So I need to understand what drives him.
It would be appreciated if you can share from your personal experience
Okay.
what you have done, what are the worst experience, and what you have done from your research, and how you applied. It would be better.
Yeah. So when I was doing my restaurant business, when I was in my restaurant business, I had a very different kind of communication. I thought it's my way or highway. Okay. That was my style of managing people. And a lot of challenges happened because of that. Okay. We also had to close down our business because somewhere that one factor was also responsible for it. And later on, when I understood all these concepts and when I started applying it with my other businesses, okay, I saw people who had joined as a fresher of becoming the team leader in the organization. And many times he gave ideas which helped us to plan our strategy in a better way. So many times when you help understand people, when you give them opportunity to share their views, their knowledge, and appreciate them for the right thing. So many times it has to be a tough love. So you appreciate them when it is needed, and you also give them feed forward. That is what Marshall Goldsmith says. It's called as feed forward. So if we do that, and I have done it, sometimes I have benefited, sometimes I have failed miserably, and then I had to rethink what went wrong. So it's again a continuous process, and there is no one solution for all the thing. But then as a behavioral coach and all, it has helped me to understand the person. And sometimes I have let go person because if he stays longer, he will actually damage my organization. So I had to leave him instead of holding him. So that's the my experience. Good, bad, worst. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Everyone was part of this. So if we have any questions, I will also put here some links. I'll do a recap that we covered big close framework in a brief. We talked about the JAM concept. Then we talked about the types of people. We also talked about productive matrix, PL, DL, RCN, the top performer, and the leadership where they need to be focused. Okay. So if others can do, even you can do it. It's not a rocket science. We understand the concept, process and systems, why it is important, and we'll be able to do. These are some of the contact things are there. I will also put my this thing in the chat box here. So if anybody needs to connect with me, because we are doing some sessions on this. So if anybody is interested, they can be part of my Facebook page and also.
जो बैटरी लगाई हो?
Sorry.
Yeah.
So with this, I thank everyone, especially Arun sir, for giving me this opportunity, and all the friends of Top League for being part of this session and helping me to share my knowledge. And if I would have been able to contribute even one bit in your journey of success, I would be more than happy that I have got this opportunity to do it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin. Thank you, Mr. Sachin. It was a very engrossing session indeed.
Thanks a lot.
And thanks for sharing your knowledge and expertise and all your experiences in the session today with all of us. It is really enriching us very big way. I would like to invite Mr. Arun Subramaniam to speak a few words. Mr. Arun, are you there? I think he is.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Am I audible, Mr.
Yes,
Mohan?
sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yeah. I'm not putting on my video because I'm driving and I don't want to get distracted.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been listening to your program. It's fantastic, Mr. Sachin. It was superb. Really, there are so many takeaways, not one or two. I'm very happy that you have used Top League platform to share your knowledge and expertise with us. And I would be highly obliged if you should give more of your programs here so that the Top League community can benefit from your expertise.
Thank you, sir.
Top League is doubly blessed. Do you know why? One, we are getting such wonderful knowledge from all of you. Second is we are connecting with you all.
Yeah.
So that is a double blessing for us, not a single blessing.
Correct.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin. Thanks a lot. And dear friends, tomorrow we have got one more excellent program coming up on diabetes by Mr. Ananthakrishnan, who has got over 4 decades of experience in handling diabetes. He was with the world leaders Boehringer Ingelheim as the chief training manager, and I'm sure he will be able to add a lot of value to our healthcare system. Please log in tomorrow at 7, and then we have got I think Commander Vijay coming up on 23rd, Mr. Durga Prasad coming up on 21st with complaints, and Dr. Suhas has been fixed up to give a program on 26th of January. I have not been able to get in touch with Mrs. Nirmala. I will be getting in touch with her in a day or two, and I will be fixing up that date. On 24th, I will be giving a program on value chain analysis. I would be very obliged if all of you would come. And participate in that program. Anyway, that is time for that. I will be sending you the invites personally. But tomorrow, please do log in at 6:45. Mr. Ananthakrishnan will be giving his program on diabetes. And thank you once more, Mr. Sachin.
Thank you.
It
Thank
was
you.
an amazing program and it was a real eye opener.
Thanks. And Manoj, especially for giving me this, connecting me to Top League. So Manoj Rajgopalan, I would really be thankful to him. Today he's not there, but I want to thank him also. Thanks a lot.
Sachin
Thank
sir,
you.
can I
Thank
ask you a question?
Thanks.
Sachin sir, can I ask you a question just for my this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you anyway connected to Kamath Hotels?
Yeah, it's our family business, so we are part of it.
Yeah, I thought so. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because we have seen Kamath Hotel from 1960s.
Yeah.
That's why.
Your RP Kamath group, especially in Bangalore and all those places, they are related.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Sachin, our program was very participative and useful. You have made us to involve. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, sir.
Sachin, Ravi here again.
Yeah, Ravi.
It's so nice seeing you after a big gap.
Thanks.
And I could still see the same energy maybe 10 plus years later. That was amazing. Though we were connected, we were not personally connected.
Yeah.
I think Top League has made a chance for us to meet on this platform.
Yeah, that's what I spoke to Arun sir in the morning and
Yeah.
said because of Sherry sir, we got this opportunity to connect. And today, because
Absolutely.
of Arun sir, we again got this. So thanks for that.
True. So nice. Let's be in touch. Thanks, Top League, for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sachin,
Yes.
this is Baldev Raj this side. Can I ask the question? Can I talk to you?
Yeah, please.
This I'm the second batch ITDN actually. A nice program. I watched your program, and I'm hotelier actually. So these are techniques we use on the tape on the floor actually. Sometime when puzzle is there, a lot of table are there, a lot of customers are there.
Yeah.
You illustrated very nicely, very perfectly, and it's only rooted problems you take out and dig out and just take out and
Yeah.
solve it
Correct.
within half an hour.
Yeah.
Great. God bless you. A lot of health, wealth, and happiness.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Any other questions, participants?
Yeah, y'all can share your feedbacks on my page also, so that it would also help me to reach more and more people. So I have given my link there, so please share it. Thank you. Yeah. And be part of Top Leagues, all the sessions, because every session, in fact, that ARA session also, I learned a lot. So every session, propositions, and every session makes a lot of difference. In one thing, if we learn from here, it will definitely help us in our life. And that's what I have personally have benefited in Top League.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin. It was very encouraging.
Thank you.
Yeah. And friends, are there any other questions for Sachin now? Otherwise, we can wind up the session today. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Fine.
Okay, so it looks like there are no other questions. And yeah,
Bye,
thank you to Sachin. And we will call a day for this session today. We'll certainly meet up tomorrow for Mr. Krishna's session. Yeah?
Thank you, Sachin sir.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Have a
Thank you,
good
Mr.
day.
Mohan. Thank you, Mr. Sachin.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Highly thankful.